Hey guys, welcome back. We're doing some holiday videos for you. Ashley and I wanted to share our favoritist.
Well, really, I wanted to, and she's like, okay, fine, I guess I'll do it.
Our favoritist holiday memories. Go ahead.
Okay, so she said that I could pick two. Really, she said one. I was like, I have 10. She's like, fine, you could have two. So one of them is when I was little, we always would never sleep in our beds. We would always sleep under the tree in the living room because with all of the lights off in the house and only the Christmas tree lights from the tree, it was just so beautiful. And I remember falling asleep under the Christmas tree, looking at the walls and the reflections of the lights on the walls and hearing the snow falling outside and against the window. And I just wish that every Christmas I just wish I could go back to being that little girl sleeping under the tree next to my brother and just hearing the sound of the snow falling and just all of the sounds and the sights and everything. Okay, so that's one.
That's so sweet.
And then the other one is we always, I am lucky enough, well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say I'm lucky enough that my parents were divorced, so I got 2 Christmases. I really got 4 Christmases having parents divorced, but pretty much the routine was on Christmas Eve we would go to my mom's side of the family and we would have some family member dress up like Santa and get them drunk as they handed out presents to us kids. And then my dad would come and pick us up at around 8 or 9 because as a Mexican tradition we celebrated Christmas at midnight. And so he would come and pick us up and then we would go over to his side of the family and there would just be mountains and mountains of presents just all over the living room. You couldn't even walk because there was so many presents. And then people would just call out names and we would watch everybody open their presents and just seeing everybody open all these presents. You'd think that it would get boring because there was so many people, but I love that. And then after that we got to go back to my dad's house and in the morning we had Christmas with him and then he would bring us back to my mom's house and then we'd have Christmas morning with her. So I got to have 4 Christmases and so that was awesome. And also going along with having Christmas over on my dad's side of the family, we would always do Monopoly. It was a tradition that everybody would always play Monopoly on Christmas and so that was something that I miss a lot and loved about Christmas.
Okay, so my tradition is, when I was a kid, my dad worked for the Philadelphia Zoo, and he was a curator of birds there, so he was the head of the bird department, and he still had to work Christmas Eve, because someone's got to feed the animals. So he would take us with him, and my dad had a Jeep, so we would drive through the zoo in the dark with the lights on. That was always the coolest thing, to just drive through the zoo. And then we would go with him in the back and feed all the animals, all the little tiny baby birds that were in the back just under incubators. And then we go help him feed the penguins by chucking food at them and stuff. And it was a lot of fun because we always did it with my dad every holiday season that he had to work. So that was my tradition that I liked. And then, I guess my favorite memory, I think I was I want to say 16 or 17. And my mom decided to make a 5-course meal for Christmas this year. And we didn't realize that's what she was doing. And we were tasting everything as we were helping her cook. And it wasn't, the funny thing was it was the one year where nobody was coming over. No grandma, no uncles, aunts, no extra family. It was just my one friend and my dad, me and my sister. That was it. Mm-hmm. And we just made this huge meal. And by the time she got to the 3rd course, we were we are so full. And she's but there's 3 more courses. Mommy, we can't eat anymore. So we had a lot of leftovers. But that year was just a lot of fun because, like I said, there wasn't. Every year we always had tons of people over. I have, like you, I'm a child of divorce, but unlike you, my parents came over, so my stepmom and my dad would come to our house, or we would go to their house, or we'd meet at one of my grandparents' house, and there was always tons of people over because we'd have people over for cake and ice cream. We'd invite the whole church over, everybody would be at our house. So this year was the first year nobody was there, and I guess that's why it sticks out. But you
still had enough food to feed everyone.
Exactly. So I think that's why it sticks out in my head because it's nobody was invited, nobody was there, but we still had the best time ever, and there was just Way too much food. But it was a lot of fun. I liked that Christmas. It was fun. But yeah,
I want to hear your guys' memories. Please, if you're watching this video, like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. I really want you guys to leave comments of your favorite memories because, you know, it's Christmas. We get all sentimental over here on the DMarie team.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.